Yes, welcome everyone here to our Smash Sport Show right here on Smash FM. Ventured out here to Bulleen Park here to interview the Yarra Junior Football League Youth Girls team at the moment. Of course, we've got three very special guests here to join us from the team, of course, Jess, Daisy and Kate joins us from the team right now. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us, firstly, have you played so far this year, and how's the team going, your respective teams, and firstly, your teams?
I played pretty good. Got best of the round on the weekend. Several's going all right. Could get up there a bit more, but yeah, we're going pretty good so far.
So Kate and I both play for Whitehorse Colts, and due to other commitments, we haven't been playing yet. But from what we know, our team have been playing well, and we lost on the weekend, but we won the second half, and we picked it up. So yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be able to keep playing really well over the next few games, and hopefully we can play more.
Now, just this question for those two, because I was out here last week on Anzac Day when we returned to 10, which the 10 lost. It came down to the very last kick for everyone playing at home. Tell us, did you learn much from that game against Bulleen Park on Anzac Day?
We probably could have attacked the ball more when it got into our back line. A lot of us just walked down. We could have pushed down and put pressure on the ball more. But we went with the footy, so it wasn't too bad, but we could defended better.
Now, tell us, what's the goal set for the team going into season 2015? Because obviously both teams, Whitehorse and Seville, both make the finals, and unfortunately lost in the finals in different occasions. Tell us what's the aim for this team?
Just to push ourselves to get better. Obviously, hopefully making the final this year and beat Whitehorse. We're not versus Whitehorse this year. But yeah, probably just to push ourselves and get further than we had before.
Our aim is to just play our own game. So
Yeah, so hopefully we will win enough games to make the grand final this year, and we will do better than last year and win.
yeah, and also we are really unfamiliar with all of our teams because we've just moved to the Sunday competition. So like as I said before, so we can play our own game because we don't know anyone else's any other oppositions. So it'll be good for us to kind of experiment and go out.
Yeah, Daisy and Kate, do you miss the likes of East Malvern, Seville, Bulleen Park? Do you miss those teams?
No, not really. Actually. More respect to those teams. They're actually really good teams, and it's quite strong against them. To be honest, just kind of grateful that we don't miss them because they're a real competition.
Yeah, it's disappointing in a way because they helped improve our football and they helped us become a better team and compete more. But it's also good, as they said, because yeah.
So Jess, then my question to you then, do you miss playing against Whitehorse?
I do because they are a tough competition, but they're good to come up against. We're similar teams, but we always had a good game against each other. Very competitive, very rough. But yeah, I do, but I don't. Like glad they're gone a bit.
Fair enough. Now, tell us, when did all three play footy, and why did you choose the sport?
I started footy with the boys in under nines. I started playing because mine hasn't got me into it. Just said they need more players, so just jumped into it and then just loved the game and played it continuously.
Yeah, when my brother was really young, he started Auskick, and I always got to go on the field with them and kick the ball with them. And ever since then, I really wanted to play footy. And my friend here, Kate, actually introduced me to female football, and it was a good way to kind of come into the sport because it's promoting female football. And
Yeah, so when I was in under nines, I started playing with the boys for a little bit, and then I really enjoyed it playing with the boys because the physicality was really fun. And when I got too old for the boys, my sister introduced me to the women's league, and I played with her for 1 year, and then she moved up to the women's, and I stayed in the youth girls, which was really good because I made a heap of new friends and stuff.
Now tell us, because what position do you play in your team? Not obviously your team, but in your team in club level. And if you had a preferred position, what would that be?
I played midfield and back line, is where I get put, but I prefer playing in midfield.
I play midfield as well. If not the back flank, I'd probably prefer midfield as well. Yeah.
I get put in the ruck a lot. That's probably my favourite position. But I also like to play in the centre forward because I like to kick football.
Now, what makes, of course, being just a silly team, and obviously for Daisy and Kate, what makes of course, playing for Whitehorse, what makes your team so special to play for?
They're a bunch of girls who get around each other. They respect one another. They respect who we play against, and they all, when we're out in the field, on and off the field, they take care of each other. We're a big bunch. We're a family, so we'll never leave that family because just known them for a while and they're pretty good to live.
Yeah, that's kind of the same as Whitehorse. We all support each other and we're there for one another on and off the field.
Just the fact that we've all become such good friends over the past years, and even when girls leave, we're still really good friends because footy's really helped develop that friendship.
Now, what would be some career highlights so far throughout both your, all three of your football careers?
Highlight would be making the under 18 big team.
I've got a couple. So number one is playing with Catherine Smith.
Yep.
She's just a legend and she's an inspiration to us all. And my other one is making the under 16 Victorian team this year. Yeah.
I've only had one. It's just probably making the under 16s our league team because the football level is just a lot higher and the competition is a lot better. So that's what I really enjoy.
Now, I'm sure that you three have been involved in Yarra championship teams before. What's so special about being part of the Yarra team?
Yarra, the girls, last year and this year, they're a bit like your local club. Just because they're new, they're welcoming, they get around each other. When a girl's on the floor, you always see another Yarra girl footballer on the field, and they're just good girls to good bunch of girls to hang around.
Yarra have quite expectations, so it's always a good way to take the field because everyone wants to get to that expectation, and we're all really close this year and last year, and so we have a massive bond. That's a good way to form new friends.
Just the fact that you meet a heap of new girls and become so close with those girls because they're all just so nice and
Or through your future ambitions in the sport of footy.
Um, the, probably to get as far as I can in football, so make it to the women's football league. That'd be good to get that far and just improve it.
Yeah, that's kind of the same as me, but like just mostly to promote women's football and encourage like younger people to go through that kind of cycle because it's a really good way to a good way towards feminism.
Who's the best Yarra player
Like ever.
ever?
Ooh.
So I've only played last year and this year. So I would have to say Catherine Smith or Daisy Bacon. They're very good. They're sorry. I mean, yeah, they're both hard at the ball. Their aggression is great.
Just yeah. Last year, I haven't really seen anyone from this year play yet, but like last year there was so much talent, and like there were like 5 of them, so I was just gonna say okay. So obviously Catherine Smith, playing with her in interleague and like club is awesome because she really pushes you to your best. Jess right here because she's hard at the ball and she's there for the footy, and off the field she's like a good person too. Kate here is really good too because she's a good ruckman and she's one of those ruckmans that tap it in front of her and can follow through with it. And yeah, I'm getting it. There was also some pretty good girls last year. The twins, Charlie Fawns, Charlie and Viv, they were awesome. They worked together really well. And Beth, Quick Chain. She's a legend. She's awesome. She's really hard at the ball, and yeah, she was one of our captains. So it was good to have a really skilled and also like good communicating leader.
To say Catherine Smith and Daisy Bateman because they really inspire you to do the best you can and never give up on yourself. So yeah.
Now I have to ask, who's the comedian in the team? Anyone can answer this question.
Not you.
I haven't met all the girls yet, so I guess we just have to wait and see. But Daisy and Kate together are out there.
Yeah, I'd have to say Jess Proven right here. Last year and this year, she continues to make us all laugh. And also Jeff. Jeff's just hilarious. Jeff, if you're watching, you're just you're funny. You're really funny. You make us laugh. But you're a good coach at the same time, so good on you.
Oh my god. I can speak to you.
Okay, go. That was good.
I'd have to say Jess Proven and Daisy Bateman because they always know how to like get a smile on your face and they always know when to go really serious. No, that's I can't say that. Wait, I'm stuck.
Yes, keep going. No, you do well.
So yeah, Daisy and Jess, they always know how to make you laugh and really keep you motivated to keep playing. And even when you're having a bad game, they're always going to be there to make you laugh and feel good about yourself.
Now, who's the clumsy one in the team?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's hard to choose because there's a few of them. Obviously, it's hard to choose because we haven't really seen them play, or you come up against them, but you don't really watch them. You focus on your own game. But there's going to be definitely a few out there.
Yeah, well, we haven't really seen people in a game like instance. So, I don't really know who to say, so we'll just interview us at the end of the season and then we'll tell you then.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with the girls. Like, we haven't seen any of the girls really play yet, so we're just going to have to leave it up to who is the clumsiest and we haven't played something.
Yeah, we'll definitely get back to that one and then
Yeah.
introduce girls again. Now, tell us, what would be all three of your advice to our listeners out there wanting to get involved in the sport of footy, especially the youth girls out there?
Just I reckon just go for it. Nothing, don't let anything hold you back. Push yourself and push yourself and you just go yeah.
My advice to all the adolescent females out there, just follow your aspirations in life. And
You can cut that.
what? No, that was a good one.
That's a good one, actually.
Okay, follow your aspirations in life, and try your best to succeed. And if you don't make it the first time, then try and make it the second, and never give up, and go your 100% every time, because if you want to know something, you just don't know who's watching. The way I got into Yarra was Jeff was watching one of my games, and he came up to me after the match and told me I was in the Yarra team. So yeah, you never really know who's watching. So just try your best every time you're on field.
I just have to say, never be afraid to go for your goal, and don't be ashamed if you want to play girls footy, because there's nothing wrong with it. Just keep going for what you want to believe in. Always follow your dream, and if you want to play girls footy, then do it, because it's really good, and you meet a lot of girls and get a lot better at football, because everybody's there for you.
And finally, I have to ask, what footy team do you go for?
Hawthorn.
Geelong.
North Melbourne.
Geelong.
And back to Hawthorn.
And Jess, I'm going to high five you because I go for the same team as you. I'm a Hawks supporter as well, but all three of you, thank you so much for joining us. Best luck for, of course, this campaign in the Yarra Junior side of things, and of course from the respective teams. And hopefully I'll get it to broadcast the White Horse NSL game throughout the year, and hopefully get you a win on the board throughout season 2015.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Go Smash Pen.
And we'll be back just after this. Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Board Show right here on Smash FM. Now let's turn our attention back to the Junior Girls team. And we've got not just one or two or three like we had in the last one, we have 5 of them here joining us, of course, from different teams, of course, as we all know. But they're joining us right now. Thank you all 5 of you for joining us. Tell us, firstly, how's your team travelling along at the moment? And tell us, obviously, introduce yourselves and what team you play for.
So I'm Julia and I play for Q Rovers. And so far the season we're going pretty well. I think it's 2 wins and 1 loss. So pretty good. Hopefully, the season will go well for us.
Hi, I'm Emily and I play for Blackburn. Our season is going really well. We've got a bunch of girls together that have never played before, and that most of them have never played football before. And we clocked up our first win on Saturday against the top team in Q Rovers. So that was awesome.
I'm Rachel and I play for Bulleen Park. Our team at the moment we're undefeated with 3 wins. We haven't lost a game yet. No, we're doing pretty well. The whole team. We've got a lot of new players. We've just bonded really well. And hopefully we can continue to win some more games.
I'm Shanae and my teams, I'm under 15s and we've got 2 wins and 1 loss, so we're doing pretty good for a lot of first year players. Oh yeah, Bulleen Park.
I'm Imogen from Bulleen Park, St Kilda's Rage. Yeah, we're doing really good. 3 wins and 1 loss.
Now, I'll start off with the Bulleen Templestowe side of things. So I was out here for the game against several on Anzac Day. Now, I must say it was probably one of the scrappiest games I've ever seen. It was low scoring and he's won it pretty much with 30 seconds left to beat several. How did both of you thought that game panned out, Rach and
Yeah, well, I was on the sidelines most of the time, but yeah, it was really scary, so close. But yeah, it was really good to finish with a win.
Yeah, like from the start of the game, we were really physical because we knew several was never going to give up. Even when we kicked 14 points up and they hadn't scored a goal yet, we still knew several would fight back, and they did. Thankfully, we kept our heads up. We kept giving everything we got. And in the end, one of our new players, I think, there was about a minute left and by 2 points, and she ran the ball all the way to the back line, into the forward line, and ran on to and kicked the goal, which sealed the game for us. So thankfully, showed a lot of determination like the Anzac spirit.
Now, seriously, Rach and Imogen, do you thought that actually went in? Because I thought she almost butchered that goal because I think she missed it a couple of times before kicking that goal. Did both of you seriously thought that she was going to kick that goal?
Well, I was chasing her most of the time, and I was right next to her when she kicked it, so yeah, she definitely kicked it.
Yeah, she definitely did kick it. I think half of our team was in the back line. The whole team was in the back line. We were just standing watching her run down. And she's ran and she's kicked it about 3 times, and the players have just followed her. And she just run onto it. She picked it up and she kicked it and it rolled in front of the goals. And we thought, oh no, she's missed it. It's going to go for a point. And then she ran onto it again. And I think she's realised, oh, hang on, it hasn't gone far. And she kept running. And she just picked it up and kicked it straight through the goal. And our team all ran to her and just jumped on it.
Of course, you can listen to that on Smash FM, of course, on Facebook a bit later on. But now let's talk about Blackburn and Q. Now, obviously, Blackburn won that game. For both you, who was involved in that game, how did that game pan out?
Yeah, that game was pretty tight. Like, it was close the whole game. I think your goal at the end kind of just sealed it. But yeah, we had 17 behinds. And, yeah, so no, it was behinds. Yeah, it was 17.
17.
But it was a pretty scrappy match. Yeah, because the weather, it was really soggy.
No, it was it was raining the whole game, and the final score was 13-14. So you can tell by it was all scrappy, and it was really important with our tackles. It was stuck them because we were such a big team. I think it played into our hands a bit that it was wet because they could use their marking skills as well. But there was a point in the game where Vanessa, one of our back people, she was alone on the goal line, and I thought to myself, the ball was coming at her, and I thought, oh, rush it through. But then she kept it in, and she kicked it right up the middle. And then I think Smitty got a free kick. She kicked it off to Gemma, and then Gemma kicked the winning point. So it's just lucky that she didn't rush it through, or else it would have been a draw. So I never thought that would be good that she didn't rush it through.
Now, of course, we're talking a bit about the youth girl side of things, but let's go to the Bulleen under 15 side of things. How did your game pan out, and did you win?
Well, no, we actually lost to Cucumbers, who I think the top team or second top team. But yeah, it was a pretty good game. It was really close and wet. It was 23-1 or something. But the scoreboard didn't really reflect how everyone played. Everyone played really well.
Now, tell us, how did all 5 of you get involved in the sport of footy, and why did you choose the sport?
I got involved when I was in year 7 for a club, but when I was in year 5 and year 6, I started playing with local school football with the boys, and yeah, that really motivated me to play, and think girls should get into the game, and here we are now, I guess.
Yeah, I started in Auskick when I was in kinder. Yeah, I think 4-year-old kinder. and we had it at our local primary school. And my dad was helping out there a bit, so he was like one of the helpers there, so he got me into it. And then from then on, I started at under 9s with the Waverley Blues and played there until under 13s last year. And I've been playing youth girls with Blackburn because I have like Smitty got me onto it, which was good.
I think I started playing footy in grade 6 for Bulleen, because we started it was our first year with the youth girls team, and my dad, who's involved with the club, brought me down to one of the games, and I watched it, and I'm like, I really want to play, so started playing then. But I do remember when I was younger, I used to annoy my brother. He'd be out playing footy with his mates, and I'd just come and interact and kick the footy with him or take the ball away. So I think I started footy in like grade 3, so annoying my brother. So yeah.
I did Auskick because my dad ran it, but I was like the girl on the side that picked grass and didn't play. And then in year 6, when there was the under 12 girls league started, I was in there and I played for Q Rovers Bulleen combined team. And then the under 15s league was next year.
Yeah, my family's a really footy-based family. So my dad used to play for Bendigo, and so yeah, I used to always kick with him, and he got into Carlton, I think. Played one game, and so he really wanted me to play footy. And so my brother started when he was 11, and I started when I was in year 8 at the same time. Just because he started, I started. And yeah.
Now, what position do all 5 of you play on your club team? Not obviously your representative team, but your club team. And if you had a preferred position, what would that be?
I mostly play like rover on the ball, and yeah, I prefer to play that position.
I play centre half back, and also sometimes I go into the midfield. I like playing centre half back because like I can like control the back line, which is fun.
I've been playing in the forward line this year. I prefer to play in the midfield where there's a lot of fun, and I can run around freely. But I do enjoy the forward line. So I can kick a few goals a game, so it's pretty good.
I play in the centre and centre half back because I like tackling. I play backline. I like to play anywhere, and sometimes I play ruck.
Now, because what's so special about being part of all your respective teams?
Q Rovers is just such like a community-based club, I guess, and knowing that we started our team a few years ago, it's great that we've got so many new girls coming to training and like giving football a go. We've welcomed them all, and yeah, we've got so many new players, and they're staying to play, and that's good. It's knowing that they love the game and they love our team.
This is the first year Blackburn's ever had a youth girls team, so that was really exciting to be part of. And I think the best thing is just seeing all the new people rock up to training, and then you see them improve week after week after week. Like even from round 1 to this round 3, you can see how much we've improved as a team. Like we're playing so well as a team together now.
Yeah, Bulleen, it's been really like family friendly, family orientated club. We welcome everyone who wants to come play footy, so it's really good to see. See that crowd?
I heard that. What was that?
That was my ankle. Anyway, focus skills. Bulleen, family oriented. Anyway,
Just resume to where you were before, right?
so what am I doing? Right, hang on. So seeing over the 5 years that a youth girls team has been running, just seeing the amount of girls who come up to play footy each year, it's actually really good to watch. Because a lot of those girls have never kicked a footy before, and then as soon as they start playing the first game, it's incredible just to watch their improvement over and over, and just to continue watching them. And what's the question? I think I'm like going off track.
What's the best thing that comes up the club?
Oh yeah, like family oriented. I'm done.
the under 15s team, I'm the oldest age group, so like it's really good to have all the little girls. So it's like having a little family, and everyone can be annoying sometimes, but it's really good and it's really fun.
Yeah, it's good. I came from Warrandyte and then I came across to Bulleen last year. And yeah, it's really good. They're like a second family and yeah, compared to Warrandyte, it's all really close. And yeah.
Now, what would be some career highlights so far?
That sounds fancy.
I don't really have any like career highlights, maybe. I don't know actually. I'll come back. Come back.
I think my main one was definitely getting to the 16 and under big team last year. I was only 13 or 12 at the time, and to get in the under 16 was awesome. And I met such a great group of like girls, and they were so good, and they were so intimidating because they were so big. But it was really good because they were actually really nice as well. And that's how I got into Blackburn, because Smitty was the captain, and then she's like, "Oh, if you're looking for a girls' team, Blackburn's always here." So I thought, "Oh yeah, I'll give that a go," and that was good.
I think one of my biggest career highlights was being picked in the Victorian Girls Academy by St. Andrews. That was probably like my biggest achievement so far. Yeah, and it's really motivated me to pick up my footy and continue playing it for many more years.
Well, my biggest achievement was probably being the best and fairest last year for our club, because I was really happy that, and I also was really happy that I got captain this year.
I don't really know. I think maybe on my first year I was Rising Star, and yeah.
Now, do you have any future ambitions in the sport?
Probably a future ambition would try and go like as far as you can with it. Like the National League is developing.
Sound effects.
The National League, yeah, they put it down to, what is it, like 2017? Yeah, so hopefully, 2020, hopefully we'll be up and running. Yeah, it'd be great to like, be a part of it and hopefully get picked or try out for it.
Well, the main one's obviously getting drafted, but since I'm only 13, I have a little while to wait for that. So in the meantime, I think just keep getting selected in the big teams, go to the big metro when I'm allowed to, which I think is 1 or 2 years, and then get leadership positions in them, develop my football further, so I can when it is the draft time, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I think my
Everyone's so laughing. It's funny. No, it's just funny because you slapped that last time.
yeah, I know. Probably one of my one of my biggest ambitions, I think, I've got a few to make the big metro team. While I'm still eligible, I think I've got 2 more years, so hopefully I can get picked for that. And probably to be drafted into the women's league and playing the women's national league that gets made in hopefully a couple of years. That would be probably the biggest goal of mine. So.
Yeah, my biggest goal is probably get in one of the Sandringham Academy, because I'm not in that yet.
Yeah, mine's probably to get into the Vic side, and because I've had some setbacks with my knee injuries, and I'm trying to get my knees fixed up, and yeah, hopefully I can do that next 2 years.
Now, let's finish on a couple of harder questions. Tell us, in your respective teams, tell us who's the comedian in the team.
Don't really have like a comedian of the team, but like I know a few funny people like Liv Atwell, who I'm pretty sure you've
Yes.
interviewed before. Liv Atwell is pretty funny, and yeah, not too really sure about that.
Well, we have Ella. We nickname her Lanky because she's tall and skinny, and she just says some things sometimes that are just so ridiculous. And then we have Taylor Morton, she's here as well, who's just completely I don't even know, irrelevant, and she's just out of it. She says all these irrelevant things, but then she also, when it's time to work, she's like ready, and she's a good leader at the club as well.
I don't know. For our team, there's a group of girls. There's like five or six of them. They're all really festive. Nah, I think they all go to the same school, so they know each other pretty well. And when they get together at training, they're absolutely hilarious. Like the things they do, they just.
In my team, I don't know. We don't really have, probably a lot of the younger girls because they're just so funny because they do the stupidest things, and they think it's really funny.
Yeah, like Rach said, there's a group of girls that go like to the same school, and yeah, like Tessa and got these two twins. They're pretty funny.
Now, who's the clumsy one in your respective teams?
That's easy.
Me.
That's so easy.
That's clumsy. I would say Melissa Fullerton. Sometimes she can just be a bit of a klutz, maybe.
My best friend Gemma, she's here as well. She, like, on the footy field when she gets tackled, she's straight back up and she keeps her feet really well. But then if you like run past her and just nudge her the tiniest bit, she'll fall over. And she's always falling over her feet and down the stairs, bashing into doors.
I don't know. For our team, I think I've got pretty clumsy.
You and your ankle.
Cracking. There's a few girls that just always injure themselves with the stupidest things.
Laura.
She'll walk in a pole, or she'll go to stand up and she'll just like turn up and Laura, she hurt her knee badly dancing. So.
Crazy or whatever it was. I'm probably the klutz in the team because the amount of walls and poles I've walked into.
Yeah, definitely Laura. Yeah, with what Rach dancing and all that kind of stuff.
Now, I have to ask, who's your favourite AFL teams?
Western Bulldogs.
Swans.
North Melbourne.
Collingwood.
Nice.
And finally, what would be all 5 of your advice to our listeners out there wanting to get involved in sport of footy, especially the young girls out there?
Get involved, like you've got nothing. You've got nothing to lose. Like, there's so many teams for girls that are just growing, so just go to a local club that has a girls team and just get involved with it.
Just go for it. Like, that's all it is. Like, don't let anyone tell you, oh, that's a sport for boys. Because it isn't.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Just because don't ever let people tell you that it's like a boys' sport. Because there's just as many girls out there playing now. And even if you can't find a girls' club, if you're young enough, play with your local boys' club because it does prepare you. Like, if I had started with the girls' clubs, I wouldn't be nearly as developed. I don't know why. And like even my state coach Gilly, she's just like, oh, play with the boys as long as you can. I didn't listen to those guys because I'm playing with the girls now. But she said play with the boys as long as you can because it does develop you further and it gets you ready.
Don't be scared. Just
YOLO it.
Just go YOLO. Just play footy. It's really fun. You enjoy it. Even if you think you can't kick a footy, just go for it. I think a lot of girls out there think, oh my god, I can't kick a footy, I can't mark it. But when they go to kick a footy and mark it, they actually do really well. It's probably one of the funnest games you can play. You can go you can just have so much fun with your friends and it's just really good to get involved with, so just do it.
I was going to say something else. We had Daisy Pearce down at our club tonight having a little talk to us, and she said she was never the best player. Like, when she played with the boys, she said she was, like, not great at all. And then, like, just practicing, just have a look where that's got her now. Like, being the number 1 draft pick in Australia, number 1 women's footballer.
It's really good as well because if you, like, all your friends at school, they're like good guys, and you say you played footy, they're like, oh really? And you can like prove them that they're like, that you're better than them. And when you meet AFL players, you tell them you play footy, and they're like, "What, really?" And they're so surprised, and you're like, "Yeah, it's awesome."
Yeah, I guess it's like, I don't know, especially girls footy, everyone's really nice, even when you verse them on the field. Like, if someone does something really stupid on the field, everyone just laughs at it anyway, no matter what team you're on. And yeah, I guess it's just really kind of family orientated, and you meet lots of new people. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's really good, and yeah, just keep on trying. Never like give up. Never say you're bad at it. Just like keep trying. Eventually, you'll get it right, and you'll be probably pretty good.
All five of you, thank you so much for giving up your time, of course, away from training tonight. Best of luck in your respective teams, and I'm sure I'll get to see all your teams play, especially Q Rovers and Bulleen, because they've been down here last couple of times. But best of luck for the rest of the season, and I'm sure all you will have fantastic seasons, and especially in your respective teams.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
And we'll be back after this. Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. Let's turn our attention back to the junior football youth girls team at the moment. We've got four other players with us right now from the team. Thank you so much, and tell us how the season's gone so far for your respective teams, and introduce yourselves and what team you play for.
I'm Ruby from Q Rovers, and this is my 4th year of footy. And yeah, I'm Nicole, and I play for Seville.
Okay. I'm Kate. This is also my 4th year of footy. I play for Bulleen. Found it.
I'm Maggie. I play for St Mary's, and it's my 2nd year of footy.
Now, I've seen all four of your team play already this year out here at Bulleen Park. Now, tell us, how's this season been so far for your respective teams?
We have won 2 out of the 3 games that we've played, and both of the 2 wins were really good wins, but we lost by a point on the weekend, which wasn't very fun.
Yeah, well, we've won 1 of 2 games. The first game was a pretty large win, and the second game was pretty close.
We won 2 of our games, and the other team forfeited the other one, so technically we won that too.
Yeah. We have won 1 of our 2 games that we've played, and they were both pretty close games. Yeah.
Now, of course, I'll talk about last week's game. Of course, I was out here to broadcast the NZ Day clash between the Bulleens and the Seville Rangers, which Bulleens won by 10 points in the last 30 seconds of that game. Tell us, for both of you who played in that game, how did you thought that game panned out? Because it was probably a very scrappy contest, let's face it. Tell us, how do you think both Seville and obviously the Bulleens played?
Oh, okay, there it is. Well, we all said from the Bulleens that we were really proud of how our team went, not obviously because we won, but also because we played really well as a team. Oh.
Keep going.
Keep going? Okay.
Yeah.
We played really well as a team, and it just, it really brought us together a bit, and even though obviously it was a really tough game, and there were a lot of points where we were like, oh God, we've lost this. It's just really good. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking now.
Yeah, it was a really good game. It's a bit hard at the start of the season when you have a lot of new girls that have come and joined, so you've got to get them started and in the right position. But yeah, they all did well, and I'm proud. So yeah.
Now, another game I saw a couple of weeks ago was, I think if my memory serves me correct, let me say if I'm wrong or not, Q Rovers taking on St Mary's, am I right? You both just played? Yep. Okay, which I thought that was a pretty good game, I thought. But tell us, how did both of you thought both teams went on that day, which was a bit more of a better day weather-wise?
That day was, I think Q played pretty well that day. we won, so we can't complain about how we played. Everybody's sort of just settling into our positions and what we've got to do as a team and getting to know all the new girls, which is really difficult.
Yeah, I think that although St Mary's lost, it was pretty good game. Like we all played pretty well, I think. There was most of the team were bottom age players from the under 15 girls that had just moved up, so we all played really well, I think, considering that.
Now tell us, of course, seeing that everyone's going to play each other, of course, I think most of us are playing, we'll be playing on Saturday, competition. Tell us how you're going to, I know that you're in the same team representative-wise, but I'm guessing you will be playing against each other eventually. Tell us how difficult that be, taking on each other when it comes to the actual club competition.
I really like how we get to play as a team at Yarra because it brings us all together, and then when we have a game against each other, we can sort of have a laugh if one of us tackles someone, or it just makes the club games a bit more fun and exciting.
Yeah, but getting to know all the girls is like great, and when you verse each other, it's a lot of laughs and you bang each other out for stupid little things. It's funny out.
Yeah, I think it's really good when we verse each other because, there's no hard feelings if you accidentally hurt one of the girls, like you help them up. But like it's all
accidentally.
Yeah, it's all friendly and it's good seeing your friends on the other team sort of thing.
Same as everyone else has said, but I really like how you play against someone in a club game and then just feel really thankful that they're on your team for Yarra. And I just, like on the weekend with several, a few of the Yarra girls who played against us, I was just like, oh, I really like when they're on our team more. So, yeah. Let's go.
Now, tell us how did all four of you be involved in the sport of footy, and why did you choose the sport?
I think it was in year 6 when I started. All of my friends were, joining the local team. It was the first year of girls footy, and it was just for a bit of fun. It was just another game that we could play and meet up all together.
I got into footy from my two older brothers. They kind of just sprang me into the sport and started playing with boys footy and worked my way up to girls footy. Yeah.
When I think I started end of year 6, started year 7. My friend who had played boys and had been involved in footy like her whole life basically just forced me into it, and then I found that I actually started enjoying it, so I kept going.
Well, last year my club started like the first girls team. Like the club where my brothers were playing at, they started like a girls team and they needed players. So I thought, why not try and do it? And yeah, I've loved it. It's really good.
Now, what position do all four of you play in your club team? Obviously not your representative team, but your club team. What position do you all four of you play? And if you had a preferred position, what would that be?
I play back, centre half back. I've always loved playing back. I can never get my head around playing forward, so I just stick with that.
Yeah, I play fullback and rover, and I prefer rover a little more because if the other team score a goal, it's not all on me.
I play, it depends on the rest of my team. Last year I was rover a fair bit, but this year I'm more centre half back pocket sort of area, which I prefer because I can't kick goals from my life.
I play rock because no one else in our team wants to. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just kind of giving the role, but I really like rock, so that's right.
And what makes your respective teams so special to play for?
I first started playing for Q Comets, and I moved over to Q Rovers, and I don't know which one I prefer more, but
Aren't they the same thing? I thought
they're two different Q teams. They're very close. It's a bit of rivalry when we play each other, and I love all the girls in the Q Rovers. They're all really fun and nice, and we're all from lots and lots of different places around our area. So it's lots of different schools getting together.
Yeah, several great bunch of girls. Ages vary a lot. Like we have some that are 13 and then some that are 18, but they're all just a great bunch of girls. And you go to school with some of them, but you might have a few laughs there. But when you get on the footy ground, it's different. You like smack someone and you laugh about it. It just doesn't get old.
Yeah, same thing sort of. It's just we're all really close as a group, and we always, when we get new players, we welcome them in, and it's just a really like tight knit group. And yeah, as Nicole said, you can just sort of have a bit of push and shove, and it doesn't matter because you don't have to worry about anyone being like, oh, that hurts. It's footy. Yeah, it's footy. Come on.
Yeah, same thing. We're all just love playing with like all the friends, and like we've all gotten closer. Like a lot of us go to school together, and even like though at school we may not have talked to each other as much before, like now we're all like really close, and yeah.
And of course, what's your future ambitions in the sport?
My future ambitions, I would love to play footy like professionally, but that's a while off. Yeah, it's a long while off. So I just want to keep playing it. Maybe just keep involved with the game as long as I can.
Yeah, same here. I'll just keep playing footy as long as I can and keep trying to build my way up and see where I go.
Yeah, basically the same again. I just want to keep improving, keep playing my spare time, all those sorts of things.
Yeah, just I reckon if like all the girls just keep playing, it'll be really good. Like it's just a good sort of way to relax after the end of the week. Just
Let
go,
off some steam,
yeah, let off some
tackling
steam.
someone.
Yeah, after school. Yeah.
And of course, we'll finish off with a couple of light-hearted questions about your teams, and your club teams, of course. Who has the most embarrassing moment in your club team? And of course, and what was it?
This isn't really an embarrassing story, but me and a friend of mine, Alana, her and I, if it's a muddy day and it's really wet, after the game we always have mud fights, and we always like leave handprints on each other all over, and that's just sort of something we've grown to do.
Yeah, same here. Like, if it's raining outside and it's really muddy, at the end of the game, if we're all too clean, we like to get sliding in the mud and come out fully black and jump in the car and get yelled at by our parents. It's great fun.
The funniest moment from our team, one would probably be at training one day. One of the girls, you know how you can kick it to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
She sort of, she kicked that and she kicked it really high, and then someone called out her name, and so she looked away and it hit her on the head. It was a great moment.
Probably one of the funniest moments was last year. One of the girls was getting tackled, and the girl that was tackling her accidentally pulled down her pants. And then, yeah, that was pretty hilarious. She was pretty embarrassed.
Wait, like just pants or like?
No, like just shorts.
Oh, that'd be mortifying.
Who's the comedian in the team? In your respective club teams?
I haven't been with the under 18 girls very long, so we're still figuring each other out. But in the 15s, Lucy was always she's a real funny character. She always had something that she was talking about, and it was always good to talk to her.
I've got to say Jess Proven, biggest clown I know.
Yeah.
Every second she has, she pulls out a joke, and she just makes everyone so happy. And wherever she goes, everyone's laughing.
We have a few, I reckon, but one of them's definitely Laura Robbo. Who else have we got? And Tessa. There's a few other girls. It's kind of shared around a little bit, I guess.
One of the girls in our team, Megan, she's like hilarious. She's the coach's daughter, and she just like rips into her dad all the time. She's just so funny.
Most of those are actually what your other teammates have had said so far, which is very interesting. But tell us, who's the clumsy one in your respective teams?
Clumsy one. I guess we're all really clumsy at some stage. Like, we'll be kicking the footy and someone will fall over or something, slide in the mud and just make an absolute fool out of themselves.
Yeah, most people in our team can be a bit clumsy sometimes, but Yarra, she's probably the most just. She gets it and she just kicks it as far as she can, and if it doesn't turn out right, well, she tries again.
I'd probably say our whole team has their moments, but gotta say I'm not the most coordinated person. But yeah, we all have our moments, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly say there's one clumsy person in our team because we're all pretty new to the game, so everyone's a bit not always sure of what they're doing. There's a lot of like clumsy hand passes and kicks and stuff.
Now, of course, describe your respective teams in a couple of words for us. That's your club team.
Q Rovers, in a couple of words, probably tight. We're all really close and maybe friendly and just a good team all around.
Similar, I'd have to say tight. Like, they're basically like my second family, and funny, yeah.
Bulleen, I'd probably say we're pretty like united as a group. As Nicole said, yeah, we're a bit of a family, like a sort of second family, and just supportive and like happy all around, really.
Yeah, I'd say St. Mary's, we're all pretty close. They're a pretty funny team. We like to just, I don't know, but yeah.
And of course, I have to ask this question: what's your favourite AFL team?
I support Essendon.
I support Collingwood.
Oh, I'm a Richmond supporter.
I go for North Melbourne.
Well, they're pretty good teams, I must say. I'm a Hawthorn supporting one out there. No, I'm sure everyone will beat Hawthorn. I guarantee it. Now, tell us, of course, what would be all for your advice to our listeners out there wanting to get involved in the sport of footy, especially the youth girls out there?
Any age you are, any age, like with whoever you hang out with at school, it doesn't really matter. All different girls mix really well when we're all playing footy.
I reckon you should just go for it. Like, if you want to play, just play. If you like question it, even just give it a shot. If you don't like it, you can always like find something else.
Well, come down to Bulleen for one thing.
Yeah.
Also, maybe like if you're feeling a little angry a lot of the time, it's a very good anger outlet. Just take it out on the other team completely.
Not saying I do that, but you know, some people do, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's a great sport to get into. You don't have to be like too serious about it. You can just get a bunch of your friends together, head down to a club. Yeah, it's really good.
And of course, it's finally, what's so special now about being part of the Yarra representative team?
It's a really good opportunity to keep going with footy and meet up with all the other girls from different clubs and get together, and it's really fun.
Yeah, it's the next level up in footy. So you're playing harder competition, more competitive, but it's a lot more fun when you're meeting new girls and learn their skills and compare them.
I really like that you get to meet so many new people and like learn things off them, and then obviously like we learn so much from coaches and past players and other like the sub coaches or whatever you call them, and it's a really good it's a good learning experience, but it's also really enjoyable.
I reckon it's just a great way to make new friends. It's a great way to like improve your skills, learn heaps more things. It's just like you get to play like a bit of a higher level of football. Yeah, it's really good.
All for you. Thank you so much for giving up your time, of course, away from training to join us. Best of luck for the rest of the season, of course, in the representing team as well as the club team. I'm definitely sure I'll get to see all four of your team, of course, play out here at Bulleen Park throughout season 2015. Best of luck, and let's hope I broadcast some wins for your teams throughout season 2015.
Thank you.
Thank you.